This is Big Rapids Cardinal basketball on News Radio WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM, a part of the Big Rapids Media Network and your home for Cardinal basketball.
Jenga spinning. Oh, goodness. The rack attack. That was absolutely nasty.
Boat goes up strong. Count the bump and the bucket again.
If you get the ball in the paint, you're going to have good things happen.
Welcome to Howard City, Michigan, as Big Rapids has made the trek down 131, 26 miles from home to take on the Vikings in the second meeting in CSAA Red action. Hi, everybody. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas joining you here from Viking Gymnasium, back at it once again. Blake, great to have you along again for the Friday night of hoops. And for Big Rapids, this is going to be a big-time, moral, get-back type of game here tonight. Cards did not fall in our favor up north on Tuesday, but this is a prime opportunity against a team you've played this year. We're able to beat dominantly this year to really get your foot in the next forward step into next week. So we got a great night of basketball here on our hands.
Yeah, you look forward to this one. Got to find a way to play better tonight. Played very well. Carry on that the energy and the way you played in the last 4 or 5 minutes of that St. Francis game. If you do that moving forward into this one, everything's going to take care of itself. But you cannot get into the lulls offensively, which impacted their defense on Tuesday as well. So get out, score early, and get off to a good start, and I think the rest will take care of itself tonight.
We're going to have a great night of basketball here in Howard City for you. The full pregame show, including the Timber Report, teams competing around the league, coaches, corner, starting lineups, and so much more after these words right here. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything. Not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
I'm Patty Jackson. I'm a physician assistant. I work for Michigan Primary Care Partners. My dad was basically sick all of his life. A lot of his treatment was down in the greater Detroit area. I got into healthcare because I wanted to help my community and help bridge that gap between patients who need healthcare coverage in these rural areas. I see my dad in almost every patient that I see. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients for same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Welcome back to Viking Gymnasium pre-game coverage of Tri-County and Big Rapids boys hoops. Just about ready to get underway with warm-ups here in Howard City. Right now, the varsity girls have came into this building with a mission, and boy, have they accomplished it. 59-13. Just dominance right now from the women's varsity. Congratulations for what will be in 28 seconds another victory for their campaign, especially a big one after the loss to Mount Pleasant. We'll get into that as well as the boys, but big thanks goes out to Big Rapids Public Schools, the Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids and Canadian Lakes, Motor Mecosta Transit Authority, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, Michael Oil and Propane, Big Country Big Deals, Cook's Tree Service, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, and of course Dazos Digital for their support of these broadcasts. And Blake will get right into it here. First, New Horizon time and temperature presented by New Horizon. In the winter, they clear snow for residential and commercial properties. In the spring and summer, they take care for your delicate landscape. You can trust the experts at New Horizon Landscaping. 33 degrees here in Howard City, feels like 22. right now the roads are perfectly clear, and we hope they stay that way for Mother Nature here at 6:37 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's your time and temperature. The horn has sounded 61-41 final, and we can touch on the girls for a dominant win here very briefly here in the pregame show. I mean, that's pretty much as dominant as a performance as you could dial up here for this group. Coming off of the loss to Mount Pleasant, a very, very, very good program. So that's a really good get-back win for this group.
Yeah, the freaking girls, last time I checked, had 39 combined points. Got off to a good start, hitting 6 triples in the first half. Something that I know I talked to Coach Heist about a little bit is that the three-point shot had kind of not fallen for him in recent memory. So good to knock down those 6 triples early. A complete performance. You love to see it. You get everybody in the game. Everybody contributes. A great win for a program that, let's be honest, is a perennial powerhouse. They're good every single year. And that's a testament to Coach Heist and her group of coaches. A wonderful program and looks to be very well equipped to make a run, not just this year, but for the next several.
Yeah, and they have a very, very tough district ahead of them, but the way they're playing right now, a lot of fans not too concerned. And we can say that about the Cardinal boys team as too. We'll talk about that here later on in the broadcast for sure. With that, we'll also go into our Cook's Tree Service Timber Report presented by our great friends at Cook's Tree Service. Of course, with the Timber Report, you should know that they are pretty darn good at taking care of trees. You can find out more information by calling 796-2908. That's 796-2908. And Blake, this is a fun get-up for us. First time I've seen it. This is a different gym than playing in it a few years ago. They've taken care of the floor. They've resurfaced it. They've done some touch-up painting. The mural is gone. We talked about that on the rundown. It's pretty much like Christmas being in here for the first time, but it's a different gym because you have the old wooden bleachers, right? We are sitting on the stage right now here in what I believe would be the south end zone in quotation marks. And so it's a very unique gym, and there's one thing for sure. The fans are right next to the floor, so you know that student section, they're packing it tonight for Teddy Bear Taunts tonight, and they're going to try to make life as miserable as they can for Big Rapids, knowing what happened last time in Cardinal Arena.
This is always a tough place to play for anybody. You saw Grant struggled here early last week, losing at the half. Tri-County's got some potential. They've got a group of guys that are hungry to get a win. A Friday night, this is a place where we have always struggled. You think about, we go back to the Jack Ruggles, Dawson, Mason, Dunn, that group. After having a really tough loss at Cadillac, played really well. We came here into a trap game against a very good Tri-County team and almost lost. And so this is a tough place to play. And it's got, some of the new school vibes with the two-tone floor.
It does.
With the gold and black, but then you've got the old school vibes with the wooden bleachers. You've got the stage here. This is what high school basketball is all about when you talk about an atmosphere. A little bit of everything. A fun place to coach in, a fun place to play in for the guys. It should be a good night tonight.
It's going to be a great night for basketball indeed. More of the Cardinal pregame show coming up after these words here on WBRN.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
The Yellow Window.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Welcome back here to Howard City. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you here on the Cardinal basketball pregame show. Glad that you have tuned in. I'll tell you what, these Viking fans, the band, the student sections, they are absolutely ready to go. The Vikings are now on their way to the hardwood. 15 minutes to go in warm-ups. Cardinals have been through the lines a couple of times, so it's great to see them getting acclimated to this new gym. We'll get you the Big Rapids Little League starting lineups here later on in the pregame coverage. We have the Cardinal starters for you. We won't spoil them just yet, but waiting on the Vikings at this moment to see exactly what we'll see from Coach Newell, who he sends out first with his 5, and we'll get you that later on in the pregame show. But, of course, Little League signups are still open, folks, February 21st until February 21st through the 21st. From now on, ages 4 through 14, visit BigRapidsLittleLeague.com for more information. And we'll get into the Dazos Digital stat breakdown here. Targeting your potential customers is crucial, especially in today's digital age. Find out more how the experts at Dazos Digital can help. Visit DazosDigital.com for more information. Cardinals come in 10-4. Obviously, a tough loss on Tuesday night. We'll touch on that here in just a moment. Overall, on the road, 3-3 this year. Not shabby. You would like to see that number a little above 500. Obviously, considering the teams they've played on the road, Blake, that's definitely easier said than done when you're playing St. Francis, Grant, all those teams on the road so far this year. But I think the biggest thing for the Cardinals, and I've kind of looked at this going at home and away this year so far. At home, they have scored 56 points per game. They've given up 46.6. On the road, they've been susceptible to more opponents scoring, with them scoring also more on average. 59 scored, 52.6 given up. They've had more points, they've had more rebounds, but also with that number, not as many steals, more fouls. So you can see how that can kind of equip to an opposing team's environment, but especially going in that St. Francis game, 53-49 loss, 25 rebounds, only 8 assists. I think that was something that really just couldn't explain kind of in one word how that game went. It was a very isolated one-on-one type of offense that they ran, and give credit to St. Francis. They did very, very well on ball defensively, and 15 Cardinal turnovers. They had 8 and 7 in those wins against White Cloud and Chip Hills at home. They just got to get the turnover numbers down. Bad shots also kind of equivalating into turnovers as well. A lot of those against St. Francis. So playing better basketball will be important tonight. I don't think it's going to be the question, can they put the ball in the hole? In this gym, more shots fall than other gyms based on the numbers that we've seen throughout the season. I mean, the Vikings have given up 65 to some teams this year. A lot of those big blowout games here at home. So no problem scoring. How do they respond defensively? That'll be a big question.
The Cardinals, I thought defensively against St. Francis, they did a pretty good job. St. Francis, pretty methodical in their attack and what they wanted to do. But again, very well disciplined, very well coached. Didn't turn the ball over a ton, got the shots they wanted. And then they were very organized in their transition game as well. I think that's one of the biggest things. When the Cardinals have lost and given up points, you think about the Cedar Springs game where we're not getting back in transition. Think about the Grant game, gave up some easy buckets because of blown assignments. It's can you get all 5 players to buy into the scheme? All 5 players have to get back in transition. Or that one guy whose job it is to get back in transition to stop the ball has to do it on every single possession, because if he doesn't, it's an easy bucket. So can everybody be on the same page tonight and be on the same page going forward defensively? Because we've seen it firsthand. When everybody is on the same page, they're communicating, the Cardinals can be suffocating defensively.
You're absolutely right. And defense has done very well, non-conference and in conference games this year, holding teams to right around that average 47, 48 points a game mark. What's very interesting, the Cardinals have turned up the offense in these conference games, right? 52 points per game against non-conference. Against conference teams, 63 points. That has been something very interesting to track. When these conference games go up and you know you're chasing Grant, the offense has turned up, and so we can expect that here tonight as well. Tri-County coming off a loss just only 2 days ago, playing at Lakeview on Wednesday. A tough 2-point loss to the Wildcats at their place. That is also a very small gym, a tough one to play in for sure. After beating Lakeview 63-49 in their home opener this year, and especially for Tri-County, beating Reed City, completing that season sweep right here just a few weeks ago was a big moral boost for this club. Snapped a 7-game skid, and since then, especially, you've seen some better play despite the losses, and so that'll be very interesting to see how they take that momentum from Wednesday and see if they can bounce back, especially with the Cardinals on the same measure, losing against St. Francis up at their place. And I think it just goes to show, Blake, obviously the numbers 10-4, 0-4 against teams above 500 in NPR. We're just really looking for that statement win against a really good team. We've taken care of everybody else, and we hope to see them do it tonight. And so right now, 500 mark of NPR, that's where the Cardinals are at, 504 officially. Beat every team below them, but haven't quite gotten the success against teams above them.
Yeah, they've played. Cedar Springs is a good ball club. Grant was outstanding in their performance on that Friday night. And then you got Kinawa Hills on a Saturday after an emotional win, beating Reed City. And you have a good showing there. Probably could have won that game. And then St. Francis, it was the tale of about 5 minutes in the third quarter that put you into such a deep hole that then you have to claw your way back. If the game would have been 2 more minutes, I think the Cardinals pull it out. But unfortunately, you only play 32. So it was one of those ones where you've got to find a way to stop the bleeding, per se. The Cardinals had a full-blown wound and just struggled to stop the bleeding in that third quarter against St. Francis. And eventually they did, and they recovered, but just ran out of time. So this is a big one going into an even bigger one on Tuesday. I'm sure we'll touch on that later. But this is one you want to win, for a few reasons. For one, you have to win this game to stay on pace with Grant in the conference. If you lose another one, go to that, Grant might walk away with it unscathed and clinch it early. And secondly, this is that get-back game that you talked about. We have to find a way to start playing our best basketball. You want to see some improvement from Tuesday night. Take care of the ball, take better shots, and communicate defensively, and just take care of your assignments, and everything else will fall into place.
The 2 most anticipated games of the year next week. Do not overlook tonight's game. Take care of it and get to next week where the fun begins, hosting Whitehall and that team up north, 131 in Reed City. It's going to be a great night of basketball for sure. Before we send it to a break as well, I want to point out St. Francis, Jenga was the leading scorer at 18 points. He also had 7 rebounds. Ty Gilchek, player of the game from my perspective. He had 16, 8 of 12 shooting. He made a lot of those things happen, especially some late passing, right? He had 3 assists, I believe all of them coming in the second half, a couple and 1 plays. He really played well. I think he's got to carry that over with the size advantage he could have down low. And I think Gabe is really looking for a bounce-back game after taking 20 shots, only making 7 of them. He wants to be more efficient. Obviously, he's a high-volume guy. The more shots, the more he's going to make, so you give up a lot of those shots. But a couple of those looks were open. He hasn't been able to fall. He looks very comfortable in warm-ups and wants to get his get-back tonight.
Yeah, no, he's kind of fallen away from the things that he was doing so well early, attacking 1 or 2 dribbles and then pulling up and hitting that little 10-footer, getting out and transitioning and running the floor. But it is tough because he's the anchor of our defense. He's that rim protector. He's 6'8", so he's got a little bit further distance to travel. But look for maybe to see him find a way to get downhill and use his body control and use that athleticism. And especially he's knocking down jump shots from the outside in warm-ups right now. If he starts doing that, he's an absolute monster to deal with. And it's going to be really interesting to see what Coach Newell does tonight because Gabe's career high performance was against these guys earlier this year with 30 points, and then I don't even think he played in the fourth quarter.
No.
So let's get that Gabe back, that high motor, that aggressive Gabe, the guy who's getting rebounds, pushing the tempo, crashing the boards. if he can do that, I have a great feeling that the Cardinals are going to be very, very successful closing out the month of January here and moving into February.
We hope to see that indeed. We'll get to Coach's Corner and final thoughts ahead of tip-off after this break right here on WBRN.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my extra D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautoBR.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
The ASE Blue Seal of Excellence Award for auto repair is not easy to earn, and there's just one repair shop in the area that has received it. Quality Car and Truck Repair. Call or make your appointment online today to 20th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gielczak, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osowski return along with Nowego's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Filler Insurance, the Rakoff family, Mold and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
This is Senior Ty Gielczak, and you are listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio WBRN.
Welcome back here to Howard City. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. With that, we will send it to the Coach's Corner. Had a chance to chat with Jason Kostecki ahead of this matchup, the game plan, as well as thoughts from Tuesday night's game. So with that, we send you to the Coach's Corner here on WBRN. Coach Jason Kostecki, Coach, will obviously start Tuesday. Not the best game overall for your team, obviously. Making a big-time comeback in the fourth quarter, but just ultimately come up short. What was the biggest message after that game?
Yeah, again, I think we talked about it a little bit pregame. It's that consistency part of it, right? We played a really good, decent first half. I don't want to say really good. We played a decent first half, an extremely poor third quarter, and then a really good 4.5 minutes of the fourth quarter. If we can find a balance and put 4 quarters together, we're going to be a team that's going to be really, really tough to beat, but we just haven't figured it out yet.
Yeah, and judging based on how practice went Wednesday, Thursday, the response of the guys seems to be very upbeat and very excited for tonight. Yeah,
they're locked in. You know, they know we let one slip away up there. You know, the officiating wasn't great, but we don't want to ever, put the game in their hands. They did dictate a little bit. I thought, really, Ty Gielczak played a really, really good game, especially, I looked at the box score the next day. He had 18 points, a bunch of rebounds. And I said to him at practice, I said, Ty, you didn't even play that much because you were in foul trouble sitting on the bench. So, if we can keep those guys out of foul trouble and Ty going at that clip along with Cole and Gabe, get their consistent numbers, we're going to be a tough team to defend and tough team to beat ultimately.
Absolutely, and this will be the second time you guys play the Vikings. Obviously took care of them at our place, now at their place. What's going to be the biggest keys tonight based on their scout and what you guys want to improve from Tuesday?
Yeah, it wasn't much of a game the last time we played Tri-County, but it's about us taking care of what we need to take care of, and that's clean up some things offensively. I think we get too stagnant at times. It's one pass, we shoot, we drive, we don't look to kick the ball and rotate. So we really worked on practice, the last 2 days of sharing the basketball, getting others involved, relocating. So we'll see if they do that tonight and can ultimately get ready for, Whitehall. That's going to be a load on Tuesday.
Absolutely. Next week seems to be a gauntlet. We'll let you call your shot here, individual that might have a big night tonight.
I got Liam McLaughlin tonight.
All right, you're riding with him.
Yeah.
He's going to have a good night one of these times for sure. All right, we'll leave with this, Coach. Thanks for joining us. Keys to tonight's victory to sweep the Vikings and get another win in conference play.
Play good, solid defense. It seems like when we play teams that are less superior, we kind of cheat a little bit, and we don't play good, solid defense to start. And we go down by 2 or 4 points, whatever that is. But if we play consistent, play good defense, I think we got a good shot.
All right. Well, good luck tonight, Coach.
Thanks.
Big thanks to Jason Kostecki for joining us here before tip-off. We got about 90 seconds here. Now I'll turn it your way, Blake. Obviously, right now, the way that they played Tuesday, you saw the potential in the fourth quarter. The only problem, it was 8 out of the 32 minutes. What do you think the Cardinals need to do, especially against the Vikings, here to pick up another CSAA win tonight?
They got to find a way to not only move the ball, but to create something off the ball where it's not just dribble penetration and kick, because eventually you become stagnant and it's really easy to guard you. And, the last time that these two teams played, Tri-County strictly played that 2-3 zone, and the Cardinals picked it apart. Look for Tri-County to probably switch that up. But the Cardinals can get out into transition, get some early buckets, and just take care of business defensively where all five are engaged. The Cardinals will walk away with this one and will lead into, that big week next week.
We know the offense works against this team. Show off the defense tonight. With that, our Little League starting lineups coming up here after this break. Basketball in Howard City. Don't go anywhere. Back with more after this here on WBRN.
TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, get your business where customers are watching an average of 24 hours of content each week. Dasos Digital curates campaigns for your business for your goals, targets, and budgets. Video content creation may seem daunting, but Dasos Digital can see you through the trees. Short form, long form, drone, Dasos Digital can get you looking good in front of your customers consistently and effectively. Dasos Digital, navigating your business through the digital wilderness. Visit dasosdigital.com for more.
Red Wings Hockey looks to make a postseason push in the second half of the season, and you can catch every game on WBRN.
Houston dumped it out to center. He goes after the loose puck himself, racing in, and he scores!
Catch every call on 96.5 FM and 1460 AM.
The puck to traffic block rebound, point with a chance, rebound! Oh, Talbot just made a great save on Anthony Cirelli.
For the weekly broadcast schedule for every game, log on to BigRapidsDailyNews.com. Red Wings Hockey, only one place, WBRN.
My name is Dr. Jessica Reed. I'm an internal medicine physician here at Michigan Primary Care Partners. I chose internal medicine because I like to keep track of the patients. So as a specialist, I would only be able to control one aspect of their condition. But as a primary care physician, I can see the whole spectrum of the patient and follow them throughout their life, as well as make an actual impact on their life and lifestyle. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients as well as same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
You're listening to News Radio WBRN, 1460 AM, 107.7 FM, and 96.5 FM. A part of the Big Rapids Media Network, and your home for Big Rapids Cardinal basketball.
A beautiful rendition of our nation's anthem. I mean, that was amazing. Well done. I mean, this man is just got some magical melodies with the mellophone. That is some great stuff to get us kicked off here tonight. With that, we will have our Little League starting lineups here for you. Once again, folks, I know we got all of our great athletes listening in, especially those that are ready to hit the diamond between ages of 4 and 14. BigRapidsLittleLeague.com to sign up and get yourself on the diamond this spring. There's going to be some great Little League on display, and our proud sponsor of our starting lineups here this evening. First, the visiting Cardinals will be introduced first, and it's the same 5 suspects. It will be Jerice Moten, Cole Heist, Liam McLaughlin, Gabe Chinga, and Ty Gilchek. The first 5 out. And Blake, right now, looking at these guys at center court, they're smiling, but it's one of those, like, let's get going. It's not like a goof-off. They look very determined to get out and get this game in their hands as fast as possible.
Yeah, you got to get out to a good start tonight. You want to build on that momentum from that fourth quarter against Traverse City St. Francis. Tri-County's going to have in the back of their mind the first one, right? And they're going to come out with some fire, some tenacity, with a very good crowd tonight. Student section is full. It looks like they've got something where they're going to stand up and start going crazy. The pep band's here, so you got to get out early. See if you score the first couple buckets. Something that I used to always tell the guys is try and make Tri-County call that first time out. If you make them call that first time out, you're usually in pretty good shape. So look for them to get out early, hopefully off to a really good start, and then just cruise the rest of the way.
Starting lineups for the Vikings: Jason Guerra, Connor Henry, Joey Shotko, Cole Plotz, and Preston Pfeiffer, all 5 seniors for Coach Newell. We're underway. Big Rapids wins the tip. They will be on offense first. Kick out pass on the top. Gabe Jenga to the corner. Liam thought about it, denied short corner. Gabe spins off one man, looks back to Liam. Liam dives on the baseline, goes up strong, not able to score it. It was a good look. Defensive rebound there for the Vikings. They're going to go out and run in a hurry. This is Henry down the hill, pass across, missed layup there. A good look for Guerrero, just left it wide of the mark. Heiss now will run the break to the right wing. Hands off for Gilchek. Gilchek, shot fake. Now will fire a three. That one off the front iron, no good. Short there from Gilchek. Two good looks for Big Rapids. Early looks, not able to fall. Tri-County will try to counter. Now they'll try a three of their own. Yes! Connor Henry sinks the first three and the first points here in Howard City. They're going to rule it a 2, though. His foot was on the line, 2-0 Vikings in the first minute.
Pretty frantic pace here. Cardinals moving the ball better. You like to see that, but, Tri-County feeding off that crowd early.
Vikings showing a zone look. Perhaps maybe saw some of the shooting woes against St. Francis, 2 of 19 from downtown on Tuesday. Ty skip pass to the short corner. Gabe driving. Lost it but fouled first. So Coach Newell's squad will pick up the first foul. It's going to be registered, it looks like, to Cole Plotz, the senior. First foul of the ball game goes to the Vikings. All three-point shots tonight are brought to you by Schuberg Insurance. Three-pointer and auto, home, and life coverage. Visit Schuberg Insurance Agency on Michigan Avenue in downtown Big Rapids. Looking for the inbounds. They get it inside now on the block. Jenga triple team skip pass. Cole Heiss for three. Bottom! That is as good as it gets, moving the ball across. Gabe sees a lot of attention. Cole able to convert, trying for the layup. Good contest from Heiss. Off the miss, Moten grabs it, gets it up to Cole. Cole wants to go out and run with it, looking for a man. He's got one. Back up top for Gilchek. He'll hold back for Cole. Cole surveys, now back for Moten. Moten holds it on the left wing, back up top for Ty. Ty sees a double. Cross for Cole, back to Ty. Over to Jerice now. Great ball movement from the Cardinals against the zone. Jenga back up top for Cole. They got an overload on the right side. Finds Ty in the corner. Back for Liam. Liam trying to drive. Kicks it over Moten. Now for Liam. Liam will hold back for Jerice. Jerice to Gabe. Gabe sizes up, drives baseline, and draws another foul. Second time the Vikings have not been able to handle 24 in blue.
Yeah, Gabe being aggressive, but also looking to pass the ball first. I like that every time he's catching now. He's looking to face up, looking to attack, and then taking what the defense is giving him. I think that's a recipe for success.
Gabe off the catch, off the shot fake, trying to drive, is backed out by two Viking defenders. They get it up top for Moten. Moten over for Cole, thought about the three, spins off a man, over to Ty, short corner, pass inside. Moten, great cut, not able to finish it. Ball bouncing around, out of bounds. It will be Tri-County basketball. Didn't go in the hole, but that's a great cut from Moten. You want to see more of that from two, that athleticism. Get to the open frame and get one up close to the rim. Just denied that time. What a good look. Skip over, nice pass to the block, and scoring. Great feed inside. They run the break, and it works out. Moten ahead in transition with the answer. Plotz and Pfeiffer connect for one, and Heiss to Moten connect the other way. 5-4 in favor of the Cardinals here in the first 3 minutes. They try to get to the corner, deflected out of bounds. It will be Cardinal basketball. High pace right now, Blake. Both teams not afraid to turn this into a track meet here in the first 3 minutes.
This is the way the game's meant to be played. Getting up and down, pushing the tempo. Love how the Cardinals quicken the ball, advance the ball for an easy layup for Jerice. That's how you have to play the game, especially moving forward tonight.
Knocked out of bounds. Vikings will get it back. Coach Ingles' team loves to deny on the inbounds. They get a deflection that time with community support, including Hamtech, SMC Electric, Brown's Barbershop, Chuck and Marity's, and McCountry 100.9. A proud sponsor of Cardinal Basketball, Post 98. A steal. Moten up for Jenga. Trying to get it back to Moten. Knocked out of bounds. Vikings do a great job hustling back. If they would have had some more time, I think folks that play 2K know what might be headed next. It was 2-on-1, and they were clearly looking at the rim for Gabe to slam it. Good defense by Tri-County. They get it to Gabe, and a quick score. Clear out there on the stack play, and it works beautifully. Gabe gets an easy two, his first of the ball game. 7-4 in favor of the Cardinals, just about halfway through the first. They show some pressure. Vikings, nice fake. Trying to go underneath. It was the same play. This time, Cole picks it off. Behind his back, across half court, surveys up the top. Vikings go back to the zone again. Find Liam in the corner for three. Yes! That's a great shot from McLaughlin, his first three-pointer, and that's a big-time confidence booster for four. Vikings work in transition. They will fire. That one's long in the mark. Gabe grabs the miss. Gabe now will pull it up, playing the point guard role. Cole to his right. Off the handoff. Transition three. That one goes long, wide of the mark, and they're going to let Cole Heist know about it. He pulled the transition three and missed in the wrong spot right in front of that Viking student section.
That's a shot you'll live with, though. Cole in that trailing position there. Gabe does a good job of just leaving it for him. That's a shot that Cole will want back, but you got to keep shooting those.
What a catch there off of that high pass. Trying to rip it is Moten. A tie-up. Travel is called. Great job defensively. Moten and Gilchek just swarmed on the sideline. I mean, there was nothing you could do if you were Connor Henry. Just double-teamed and could not get rid of the basketball. Nice defensive play from the Cardinals.
That's what all five guys being locked in looks like right there.
Jenga off the catch offensively. Fires a mid-range. Yes! That was beautiful. String music from 24, and it's 12-4 in favor of the Cardinals. That's a pretty-looking jump shot when Gabe gets that mid-range dialed in. Trouble near the out-of-bounds. Henry comes back in to catch it. They'll reverse it around. Gabe pokes it away, out of bounds, towards the staging area. It will stay Viking basketball. Big thanks goes out to New Horizon Landscaping. In the winter, they clear snow. In the spring and summer, they care for your landscape. Find out more at New Horizon Landscaping in Big Rapids. Another stack play, this time for the Vikings. They're going to try to reverse it, a steal. Moten out ahead. Defense to offense, and lays it home.
Jarice doing Jarice things there, creating havoc defensively, getting a layup in transition. It's what he does.
Foul called there on McLaughlin as he was trying to get a steal of his own against Plotz. That will be the second foul for the Cardinals. Substitutes coming in here for the Cardinals. Drew Heist is in. And it looks like the Vikings are going to take a timeout. 14-4 our score, 3:20 to go. Back after this Moda timeout here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit MotaOnline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Back to Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Welcome back to Howard City. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. 14-4 is our score. Cardinals with the lead over the Vikings. Big thanks goes out to Extremely Clean, our rebound sponsor tonight. They can professionally prepare, repair, and paint any surface in your home. Proud sponsor, Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. Right now, the Cardinals haven't had a rebound because they've been taking the ball away before Vikings didn't even get a shot. A couple steals turning into points.
Yeah, and here they go, mixing up defenses out of timeout. That 1-3-1. Here's that trap. Oh.
Nice move from Henry. Goes down. They rotate it all the way around. Almost a step. Rotate up top. They get it back inside, and that time it's picked off. Jingle off the deflection. Heist turns around at the wing. He'll get it across. Gilchek. He'll spot up for three. Just off the front of the iron. No good. Good shot from Ty. He's 0 for 2 from deep to start the ball game. Vikings will move it on the wing, trying to get towards the nail. Turn back as shot go. Goes over to the opposite wing now in the hands of Plotz. Plotz inside. Nice find. Nice shot fake. And not able to score it. Jenga bats the miss for Gilchek. Gets it up ahead. Drew Heist just in the ballgame. Almost had it ripped away. Reverses. Now they got an odd man look. Cole for Ty. Ty will hold. Dribbles in. Corner for Gabe. Gabe looks, drives inside, floats it. Gilchek underneath and puts it home. Great find. Big man to big man. 24-43 makes it a 12-point Cardinal lead.
Gabe doing a little bit of everything right now there. He draws in 3 defenders and just a little dump down. Steals, rebounds, you name it. This is what you want to see from number 24 tonight.
Another foul will go Moten's way. Or correction, that is his first foul. So that will be the third for the Cardinals. 2:08 to go, 16-4 our score. Big thanks to Dazos Digital. Target and retarget customers who are actively searching your products and services. Dazos Digital can help you execute your audio and display campaigns. Visit DazosDigital.com. for more. On the sideline, Vikings trying to get it in. Good defense from the Cardinals. Nice pass underneath. Good hustle by Gilchek, trying to go up and missing. It was a great defensive effort. I mean, Pfeiffer was underneath. He looked like he was dead to rights after that first look. Good hustle there by the Cardinals and Gilchek. Heist to Heist, back for Gilchek, back for Cole, all the way across. Great ball movement. Here inside for Ty, not able to hold on to it. And this time a foul is called. And this time it will be the second on Moten. That's going to leave Coach Ingles no choice. In comes Liam McLaughlin at the table.
Yeah, just unfortunate there. Gabe makes a good decision. He gets stopped, and he throws a bounce pass. It just gets tipped, a good deflection. And then Jarice is just, unfortunate that he gets caught in that circumstance. He goes to reach to win the ball, accidentally hits a guy. It's a foul. No ill will, obviously.
Here's that 1-3-1 zone, and it turns into a pick. Gilchek ahead for McLaughlin. Potentially numbers. Liam down the hill. Count the bump and the bucket. Great strong take from McLaughlin, and he's got a chance for a three-point play. That is a tough take from 4. He was not giving that ball up, and you can see why. He was willing that thing into the cup no matter what.
That's where Liam's at his best, is when he can get downhill, absorb some contact, and finish. Shoots the ball reasonably well from outside, but when he gets downhill, he's, a big, strong kid, one of the stronger guards in the league, absorbs that contact, finishes at the rack. That's what you want to see from number 4.
To the 98 charity stripe goes McLaughlin. Back heel, no good. Belvin battling for the rebound, just checking in. Lamont Belvin always bringing the high motor. He's at top at pressure now. Cardinals running this one. Almost picked off by Heiston. That's going to be a foul on Drew. You could see exactly what he saw. We were right in the line of sight. That was an aired pass, and it just got before he was able to knock it away. Unfortunately, now Tri-County will have their chance at the 98 charity stripe upcoming. It will be the honors for the senior Pfeiffer. Big thanks to some of our other great supporters. Big Rapids Daily News, The Rundown with myself and Blake gets all of your CSA basketball coverage, as well as Red Wings hockey on News Radio WBRN. First on the way, Pfeiffer is able to knock down the first. No subs for Coach Newell or Coach Ingles here. Minute 25 to go. 18-5 is our score in favor of the visiting Cardinals. Second on the way is good from Pfeiffer, making it an 18-6 ball game here in Howard City. Full court pressure here. Henry will defend Drew Heist carrying it. Now he gets it over to Liam. Liam back for Drew. Drew a couple steps beyond the arc. Skip over for Cole. They tried the runner to the corner. Good defense from the Vikings. They'll move it over. Over to Jenga. He'll survey, trying to find Belvin. New man checking in, doing a great job. Now they get it to Cole. 4-3. Back heel, no good. Good look from Cole. Comes up just a titch empty. Vikings now will run against the pressure. Running down the hill. Looks for a layup. Pass outside. 3 on the way. Off the top of the backboard. No good. Lock off the pass from Cade Hallman, who just checked in and unfortunately drew the top of the backboard from the corner. That's not the recipe for success, trying to put it in the hole.
It's a good look. Just didn't make the shot. That's tough, especially in front of our bench. The guys let them know it a little bit. Cardinals got the ball down on the other side.
Skip over to the wing. Liam will try a 3. Yes! Boy, how about it, 4? Have yourself a day. He's got 8 in the opening frame, 21-6 in favor of Big Rapids. They get it to the corner now. Tri-County looks for an answer. Off the screen, working towards the nail. Off the kick out for Henry, and a travel first. Henry's shot was nothing but butter, but waved off due to an illegal screen. Just about as much of the Vikings trying to catch a break, and now they're going to have to wait even more, potentially 20 more seconds for this last shot.
The Vikings, just every little thing right now going wrong for them.
This time they get a pick. Lazy pass. Heist brothers trying to connect. Henry around his back, not able to score it. 8 seconds to go. They get it ahead. Drew with 5. Over to Liam with 3. Euro! Have yourself an 8 minutes, 4, 23-6 behind 10 strong points from Liam McLaughlin. The offense is out and running here in Howard City. We love to see it. Back with more after the 60-second break. You're listening to Cardinal Basketball right here on WBRN.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my expert D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
TikTok, YouTube, Hulu, get your business where customers are watching an average of 24 hours of content each week. Dasos Digital curates campaigns for your business for your goals, targets, and budgets. Video content creation may seem daunting, but Dasos Digital can see you through the trees. Short form, long form, drone, Dasos Digital can get you looking good in front of your customers consistently and effectively. Dasos Digital, navigating your business through the digital wilderness. Visit dasosdigital.com for more.
Welcome back here to Tri-County. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas joining you here as we resume quarter number 2, 23-6. Blake, offensively, everything working for the Cardinals, and it starts with the defense getting a lot of turnovers against Tri-County through frame 1.
Yeah, doing that and deflecting a lot of balls, not giving any clean looks. Anytime the ball touches the paint even, Tri-County's having a hard time.
Nice find inside. Pfeiffer not able. All the way up ahead, trying to find Drew. It's a turnover. Vikings going the other way across to the sideline. Cut back across the free throw arc off a handoff. Shot go to Platts over into the wing now for Guerra. Guerra on the top. Man-to-man for the Cardinals. Trying to loop pass. That one deflected. Vikings elect to save it. They would have kept it either way. Trying to keep this possession alive. That one is tipped. Still in the hands of Tri-County. Trying to drive. Short corner. Guerra backs it out. Now drive back in again. On the top in the hands of Ryder. Ryder step through off the pass. Looking for a man in the corner. Got it. Jump fake. Inside against Ty. Not able to. Strong. That one back up. And the second chance is good. Guerra finds the scoring strike. And the Vikings score first here in period number 2.
That's just a good job by Tri-County there. Just staying with it. Cardinals played great defense. They get an offensive board. They see their opportunity, and they finally get some points in the paint.
Big thanks goes out to some of our other great supporters, including Michael Oil and Propane. The net is heating up, folks, for the Cardinals. Keep your home heated all winter long with Michael Oil and Propane. On the top, Gielchek sees a double. He'll drib it all the way across for Liam. Liam with 10 points in that opening frame. Coach Kostecki right now looking good with a shot call. Short corner. Nice pass. Gabe for 3. That one's short. Battling for the board, and Gielchek tried to swat at it. And Coach Ingalls absolutely right, pointing right to the dome, looking at Ty, saying, hey, man, just be smart. You got beat to the rebound. No reason to pick up a foul, too.
Well, that's that hand motion we talked about. Anytime it looks like you're trying to spike a volleyball into the ground, you're not going to get the benefit of the doubt. And that's what Ty kind of swats at the ball there. Picks up a silly foul at 94 feet from the bucket.
Vikings working around. They get a look for 3 on the way. That one strong off the right side of the iron. It was a good look. Coming up empty was Guerra. Jenga off the crossover. Goes off of a Viking foot. They try to save it, and they do. 2-on-1. Good hustle from Gabe. And with a block. Trying a second chance. Swatted again. A foul is called. 2 shots up coming. Credit Guerra for keeping with that play and getting another shot up despite Gabe Jenga all 6'8" of the frame, swatting him twice, but the second time draws contact.
And that's Gabe's second of the night. Let's see what Coach Ingalls does here. And do we leave him in or do we take him out?
Right now, looking at his personnel on the floor, Coach Ingalls looks to be satisfied to keep Gabe on the floor. We'll see if Coach Newell might put in a sub, and yes, he will. He'll put his talented guard and Connor Henry back in the game. He will come in and looks like real relief Cole Platts. First time we've seen him go to the bench area here this evening. For Big Rapids right now, I mean, you're looking to continue, push, and right, because a lot of people might be saying this big league, get those reserves in. You want them to have as many continued minutes as possible, so get yourself a good margin where you can put them in for a long period of time.
Yeah, very much like the girls' game. You got to give your guys who are going to play down the stretch a ton of minutes once you hit this point of the year. And you can see that's what the Cardinals are doing.
Great take from Drew Heist. It's that signature floater. He waited on the shot fake and is able to get it to drop. Henry with a left-hand miss. Another putback and a score there from Pfeiffer. Henry missed it off of the front. Good cleanup there by his teammate. Gabe looks all the way ahead for Drew and overthrows him out of bounds. Turnover by Big Rapids. 25-11 our score. Cardinals lead it 5:33 to go in the second. Big thanks while we have a chance goes out to our great friends over at the Morning Rush with Aaron, I should say. Shout out to Aaron DeBoer for running the board with us tonight. You can catch him week mornings on Y102, as well as Eric Etchison, big man on campus over on Big Country 100.9. A tie-up is called in favor of a foul instead. So Drew Heist looked like got a foul call despite trying to get a tie-up that time. That's going to be his second. And so now we're going to see subs from Coach Ingalls. We're going to see Isaac Wilhelm, and it looks like Owen Craven both checking into the game for Jenga and Heist, respectively.
Some early foul trouble for the Cardinals here. You got Drew with 2. You've got Jarice with 2 and Gabe with 2. So you got some guys here playing some big-time minutes early in the game.
Henry for 3. That one no good. Another board for Guerra. He's been busy on the offensive glass trying to throw it away. Tipped out there by Craven trying to run it down, and they will not. Good hustle from Henry. Surveys the floor, the talented point guard, trying to go downhill. Nice defense from Craven, staying right in front on the handoff. Shot fake, trying to get it to the corner. Trouble for the Vikings. They get it back to Henry. Henry on the shot fake, double team now. Trying to throw it off, and it actually goes to a teammate. Get it over to the short corner now, reversing the ball around. Pfeiffer's got it in his mitts, gets it back up top. Ryder will reset the troops here. 4:42 to go in the half. Cardinals with a 14-point lead, 25-11. 3 is on the way. That one is short. Kielczek battling for it, and it's going to be off Wilhelm. Great hustle right now. Pfeiffer knocks it off of Wilhelm's foot, takes a page out of 43's playbook for Big Rapids, and Guerra also getting on the glass right now. Vikings might not be hitting them, but they're getting some looks.
Yeah, just the hustle points, doing things that glue guys do, guys that hold the team together, finding ways to keep possessions alive.
Nice shot fake and a score underneath. Guerra is well earned for his effort. He's now in the box score with 5 and a steal. Who else but one and white? And he won't score it. He gets it to Henry. Henry goes up, not able to score. Kielczek with it. They get it on the outlet. Cole going to go in a hurry. Ball on the attack. No foul called. In the hands of Guerra again. Henry lays it up. No! Liam now pulls down the miss. Cardinals are going to slow it down. 2 straight turnovers, but the Vikings are held unscored in the last 2 minutes.
You know, if the Vikings want to have a chance in this one, they've got to find a way to capitalize on those turnovers they're creating.
Foul called. Henry just pestered Cole Heist after the deflection. He'll pick up his first. Substitute in. Moten will come in for Liam McLaughlin. 25-13 our score, 3:49 to go. Stick around. We'll have our halftime report, scores around the league, and more. As well as we have a special shout-out at halftime. You'll have to stay tuned to find out who it is and what it's for. Get it in for Kielczek. He'll hand off here for Cole, get the offense reset. Oh, they leave Ty alone. That one's short off the front iron. 0 for 3 now. Kielczek still looking for his first 3 despite 3 wide open looks for Kielczek. Right now, a 33% shooter on the year. He'll get it up top here. Henry across the way. Looks for his man for Shotko. Shotko turned by Craven. Vikings looking around, trying to run the set. Diving towards the short corner as Ryder, a whistle here, and it looks like a foul defensively against the Cardinals. Ruling it on the body perhaps there, it looks like, against Craven. He had good spot with his hands, but I think his body was a little too far forward.
Yeah, I think he just created contact there. Defensive player, you cannot create contact like that using your body. Easy call for the officials.
Henry double-teamed on the catch. Great hustle again from Craven, getting some minutes here in the second quarter. Nice pass inside for Holman, blocked, but a foul is called. That's the 5th on the Cardinals. This one will go against Kielczek. That should be his second, if my memory serves me correctly, here in the half. So now we'll wait and see what Coach Ingalls likes to do. He took out Gabe, as well as we've seen Moten come in and out with 2 fouls. So we'll see now if he elects to keep the big man in. Holman at the 98 charity stripe, first on the way, is up and good. Makes an 11-point margin right now here, Blake. The Cardinals up big time in the first quarter. The Vikings have answered and have actually outscored Big Rapids to this point so far.
Yeah, held them to 4 points so far this quarter. And the Cardinals playing with a different lineup. These lineups probably don't play a lot together in practice, so they're trying to figure each other out right now.
Offensive set off the screen. Cole works on the top. Looks down. Nice pass for Kielczek. Spin move and score. That was great patience there from Kielczek. He looked to the corner for Craven. Baseball pass ahead for Henry and lays it in. Took a page out of the Cardinals book in transition. Now they're going to show some pressure against Heist. Heist trying to dribble his way out of it. In trouble, calls a timeout wisely. there in front of the official. We will step aside. 27-16 our score. 2:39 to go in the half. Stick around. More basketball coming up after this here on WBRN.
My name is Dr. Jessica Reed. I'm an internal medicine physician here at Michigan Primary Care Partners. I chose internal medicine because I like to keep track of the patients. So as a specialist, I would only be able to control one aspect of their condition. But as a primary care physician, I can see the whole spectrum of the patient and follow them throughout their life, as well as make an actual impact on their life and lifestyle. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients as well as same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Welcome back to Howard City. Both teams just out and running after the timeout. Cardinals break the press but come up empty on the layup chance. Keeps it at 27-16. Whistle on the floor in front of us. It looks like it's a foul against the Cardinals, unfortunately, and it's against Gabe. That's 3. I don't think you have a choice here if you're the coaching staff. You got to send out a third. You don't want to get him 4 at this point. Obviously, still with the lead. You want to have him in your back pocket for the second half.
Yeah, interesting decision to put him out there with 2, especially with a lot of fouls called here early on the Cardinals. You got to get Gabe out of here, and now it makes you nervous because Ty's got 2 and Jerice has got 2. And this is a recipe for the Vikings to stay in this. They're in the bonus. Attack, get to the rack, and see if you can get to the line for the rest of the half.
Missed shot. Follow up. Another miss from Tri-County, and a foul is called. The rightfully so foul call. Looked like that time. It was a great attempt there by Plotz to try to pluck the ball away, but it was bad timing when Gilchek was trying to throw that one ahead. So after all that, 27-17. Belvin is in for Gabe Jinga at that last break. Cardinals look to try to break the press. They get it to Belvin. Great pass on a bullet to Liam. And short, but a foul is drawn. He's going to the stripe potentially for 2. It's that high motor for 23. Creates another play. Big thanks goes out to the Mecosta Transit Authority. Rides to Wellness. They provide reliable transportation for medical appointments as far as 100 miles outside the county area. Visit modaonline.net for more. Liam at the stripe. First on the way is good. No subs in. He'll get a second. Liam right now with a very, very nice margin, I believe, of 11 points to this point. We got a stoppage here on the floor. Late sub coming in for Coach Newell. He will send on some reinforcements here in the mode of Josiah Locke, so he'll make his way on. Liam with 11 points right now, on pace for a season high. It's 17 against Chip Hills earlier this season. He makes it 12 after another. Trying to go up the middle, and it's picked off. Great defense from Heiss. Plucked it away into the hands of Moten on the deflection. Trying to double-team Jerice. Up on the top for Liam, back for Cole. Cole firing a 3, and it's good. Great shot from Cole, downtown, Splash Town, Schuberg Insurance, 3-point shot for 3 in blue. Henry will try. The air ball's no good. Offensive rebound, and a foul is called. Belvin tried to get a block, but it was a little bit too late, so he will pick up his first foul. And the Cardinals now will watch the Vikings go to the stripe once again. Locke will have his turn with 1:40 to go here in the half. At the line is Locke. Flies and fires. That one wide to the left. No good. Substitute coming in for Coach Newell once again. Pfeiffer will return. Hallman will catch a break. Ryder will also check in late at the table. He will take off Cole Plotz. So the Vikings will get some reinforcements in the backcourt as Locke will go for the second at the 98 charity stripe. On the way is good. Makes the score 32-18. Favor the Cardinals. They'll bring another press look. The Vikings defensively skip pass over for Ty. Ty is fouled by Henry. That should be 5, I believe, on the counter against the Vikings. So now Big Rapids will have their first chance here at the bonus. Here with a 14-point lead, and it will be Gilchek, who on the year to this point has honestly not shot enough free throws. He's only at 10 so far in the season. This will be number 11 and 12 here for Gilchek, trying to up his percentage, to say the least. First on the way, back heel, no good. Free throw struggles continue for 43. Drew Heist in now, Moten is off.
That's something I guess I did not pay close enough attention to. That's something you definitely don't want out of your centers. Only 10 free throw attempts through, this is game 15. You would like to see him at the line 4 times a game, maybe more. But, Ty's the distributor. He's always out in the high post. So maybe that's, one of the reasons why.
Post 98 charity stripe. Second attempt is good from Gilchek. Makes it a 33-18 ball game. 1:30 to go in the half. Skip pass over. Nice read there from Drew Heist against Henry. Henry had it knocked away and a foul is called. Coach Ingles can't believe it right now. His team picking up foul left and right at the moment. Cole looks confused. They're trying to figure it out on the floor. Very tight called game so far from the officiating crew. And there's nothing wrong with that. The players have just got to adjust. They've got to lay off the fouls. That's now 3 on Drew Heist.
It's kind of like that old, when you're playing baseball and you're a pitcher, you don't you adjust to the umpire's strike zone. And here the officials are calling a little bit of everything, and that's an easy one. You're reaching, you're slapping the ball down. That's an easy call for the officials. The Cardinals need to make an adjustment on that.
Make a bowling reference one week and now a baseball the next. Love this partner. Keep the analogies coming. Heist double team, trying to get it to the corner, and does for Craven. Craven on a shot fake. He looks like he was fouled, and he was. On the arm it goes. So one foul one way turns into another on the next possession for the other team. And now, more importantly, that is the third on the Vikings and guard Connor Henry, who they do not want to see go to the bench here in the second half.
Yeah, Connor Henry's probably their engine, the guy that makes them run. And having him out of the primary ball handler, probably, you're one of your leading scorers. You need him on the game if you want to stay in it.
Craven misses the first, has a chance to split on the second. On the way is good. Makes it 34-20 here in Howard City. Correction, nope, it is 34-20, just a little late on the score tally. 14-point lead for Big Rapids, 60 seconds to go in the second. Try to get it, almost picked off. Gilchek had it for a moment. Nice pass to the short corner to try to get it out. Trouble, still able to hang on to it. This is Blake Gentz into the ballgame for the first time, or for Locke. Locke drives, floats, and scores. Nice take to the right hand for the senior, Josiah Locke. 45 seconds. Cole looks on the skip, finds Liam. Liam will cross half court, gets it to Belvin. Belvin with a lot of pace, throws it up. Not able to score. Good look there. Came up empty for Lamont. They'll run back transition defense. We'll see if the Vikings elect for a last shot or try to get 2. Locke down to the short corner, shaded, tipped away, not able to steal it was Craven. Over now into the corner, back to Locke, 24 seconds here. Vikings will try to get it to another guard, having some trouble. They get it to the corner instead for Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer with 17 seconds to go, dives, floats, not able to score, offensive rebound. Guerra back out, not going to take the 3. Almost traveled with it, still kept the basketball. Now back down low for Guerra, throws it up and good. 5 seconds to go. Tried to get it to Cole with 2, with 1, and they are content to send this one to the half. 34-24 here in Tri-County at halftime. Cardinals out and dominating in that first frame. Blake, got to give credit. Tri-County defensively creating some turnovers in that second half and hitting some shots. I mean, this was a 17-point margin. Now it's down to 10 here at halftime.
They did a great job in the second half of making sure to take care of the ball a little bit better. Got some easy buckets in transition, as well as the foul trouble of the Cardinals, where you've got 3 of your 5 starters with 2 fouls. You've got your 6th man with 2 fouls. You've got probably, the best player in the conference with 3 in the first half. And the Vikings have been able to capitalize on that. Hopefully everyone can get the full strength. Have to be careful with the fouls in the second half, obviously. But, you didn't play very well in the second quarter there. You're still up by 10. So you take that, you move forward, and you try and build momentum going into this third quarter. Get out. The first 4 minutes of the third quarter are going to be huge.
3 words. Could be worse. Also 3 words. Could be better. We'll see what they have in mind. Halftime report, scores around the league, and more coming up after this right here on News Radio WBRN.
American Legion Post 98 Baseball returns to the Diamond next summer. The area's best players assemble to compete with some of the nation's best American Legion teams. Ty Gielczak, Noah Sweppenheiser, Kurt Wilbur, John Lazinski, Carson Rakoff, and Brody Osowski return along with Nowego's Russell Toft, Reed City's Caleb Sommer, Sten's Emmett Ligman, and Everett's Aiden Anderson, plus new talent Lucas Johnson of Everett, Ian Metzger, and Kobe Franklin of Cadillac, and even Parker Billings of Fulton. The team has athleticism, speed, power, IQ, and talent to make up the 2025 Post 98 AA Ducks. Post 98 American Legion Baseball is supported by Hamtech, SMC Electrical Services, Hunty's Clubhouse, Biller Insurance, the Rakoff family, Mold and Air Quality Professionals of Dundee, Brown's Barbershop, the Big Rapids Media Network, and BBR Mobile Home Setup. Shout out to Peter. Without the community support, there would be no American Legion Baseball in Big Rapids. From all the players and coaches, thank you for your support. Find the Post 98 schedule at 98baseball.com.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS. Anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Red Wings Hockey looks to make a postseason push in the second half of the season, and you can catch every game on WBRN.
Rasmussen dumped it out to center. He goes after the loose puck himself, racing in, and he scores!
Catch every call on 96.5 FM and 1460 AM.
The puck through traffic block, rebound, point with a chance, rebound! Oh, Talbot just made a great save on Anthony Cirelli.
For the weekly broadcast schedule for every game, log on to BigRapidsDailyNews.com. Red Wings Hockey, only one place, WBRN.
Halftime coverage here from Howard City. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you here. Thanks for sticking with us over the extended break. We had some business to attend to in front of us here on the stage. The teddy bear toss is happening. Amazing to see the amount of teddy bears thrown onto the floor. I've never seen so many teddy bears in one place. Besides a Build-A-Bear factory, very impressive stuff from Tri-County tonight, so always great to see that. Halftime score 34-24 in favor of the Cardinals. We'll get to some scores around the league, but first, Blake, overall from here, great first quarter. Got out, foot on gas pedal, turnovers to points, passes to points, defensively making it miserable for the Vikings. They did a great job in the first quarter. Second quarter, Tri-County doing some things different, right? They extend to full court pressure, turns them over a couple times, and they're able to knock down some shots they weren't able to in the first quarter. And so that went from a 17-point margin after 1 to 10 at the break here at the half.
You know, the biggest thing I saw was, Tri-County just outworked the Cardinals in that second quarter as well. Crashing the boards, a ton of offensive rebounds. They created some turnovers, created some offensive rebounds, and just wasn't able to finish. If they were able to finish a couple of those offensive rebounds and maybe just one of those turnovers they created, it's a 4-point ball game. The Cardinals have got to find a way to get the ball moving offensively. One thing that Tri-County did that I didn't mention was they went to a man in the second quarter, played all zone in the first, went to a man in the second, and the Cardinals got stagnant a little bit. Also, the pressure and the Cardinals having to play with some different lineups that don't always get in together. that has caused some issues as well. In practice, you don't always play. You usually play with the same groups for a lot of it. The starters are going to play with starters, and then you have, your sixth man, seventh man, everybody else, working together. And when you have to play some guys out of position, they might not know where they're supposed to go on the press break, which we saw. Might not know what they're supposed to do in a defensive position if they're in a different spot than they normally play. And it showed there in the second quarter.
Liam McLaughlin leads the Cardinals with 12. Very strong half for him on his way for a potential season high. He continues that rate. Cole Heiss with 6, 5 for Gilchek, 4 for Jinga. Leading scorer right now, I believe, for the Vikings is number 1 in Jason Guerrero, who has just earned those points. Offensive rebounds, steals, those sorts of things. Henry was well with 6 and Pfeiffer with 6, your leading scorers for the Vikings. We'll get to some scores around the league here. Right now in Remus, Chip Hills leads Reed City 25-19 right now at the half. They are going through their senior night potential festivities, or maybe it's their snow coming festivities. Can't really tell. There's a lot of balloons on the floor and a lot of flowers on the floor, so something's happening in Remus at halftime. But right now, a motivated Warrior group out ahead of the Coyotes. 38-27, Mohawks over the Indians of White Cloud at the half. I mean, that's as hot of a team that we talked about on the rundown this week. Blake and Molly Stanwood up by 11 as well. Central Montcalm has taken a late lead in the first quarter, 11-9 against Lakeview at their place into the first quarter break. So those are the scores. And we got another game as well that we are following as well out of conference in case for Big Rapids in district play. Just a monstrous matchup over on the Lakeshore in Whitehall and Ludington, which right now looks like the Vikings of Whitehall are right now on top big time.
Yeah, 36-22. We're going to welcome the Whitehall Vikings into Cardinal Arena on Tuesday. And Ludington is always that powerhouse in the district. So you just keep an eye on this. A for sure team you're going to play on Tuesday and a potential opponent when you get into the postseason play. Also, I was able to find the Grant Newaygo score. Late start. Midway through the first quarter, it was Grant 9, Newaygo 3.
All right, Grant right now the favored team, and they took care of business at Newaygo early this season, now trying to get the sweep at home in the M37 rivalry. Big thanks go out to Extremely Clean, Schuberg Insurance, Post 98, American Legion Baseball, Michael Oil and Propane, Moda the Macassasoit Transit Authority, New Horizon Landscaping, Dazos Digital, Big Rapids Daily News, as well as Red Wings Hockey on WBRN. The Rundown, your weekly sports fix with myself and Blake Thomas. Find out what's happening in CSA Hoops on YouTube every Thursday morning, as well as on the airwaves every Saturday at 3:30 on WBRN. The Morning Rush with Aaron on Y102, Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9, and the WBRN 10-minute school closing guarantee. Of course, when Mother Nature wreaks havoc, you can trust WBRN.com for more information when it comes to school closings and the guarantee of school closing. We had a lot so far here this year, and I'm sure we have more in store. But Blake, here, last 90 seconds before we get going in the second half. What do you want to see the Cardinals do a little bit better in the second half here to try to hold this 10-point lead and get number 6 in conference wins on the season?
The little things. Look to attack the paint and kick. Get back in defense transition. Limit the Vikings to one shot offensively. Get the rebound, outlet it, and go. If you can do the little things, the little things are what are going to win you games. Do the little things well in the second half, and you'll be fine. It's all the little things that, stop reaching, play defense with your feet. So the Cardinals can do that. They're going to take care of business moving into Tuesday.
With that, we will take our final break. We are back in 30 seconds with second half of Cardinals and Vikings right here. Only one place, WBRN.
2017, an innocent man accused of a crime has a choice: hard time or prime time.
Ugh, I didn't do it, and now my car's suspension is kaput like a running man.
Fortunately, the Napa-certified technicians at Johnson's Automotive can fix the suspension, replace the tires, even replace the brakes on any make or model.
I told Damian Killian I would be back.
Johnson's Automotive, Northland Drive, Big Rapids. Schedule service online at johnsonsautobr.com.
Killian, here is Sub-Zero. Now Plane Zero.
Back to Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Welcome back here in the home of the Vikings, Viking Gymnasium in Howard City. Second half underway, 34-24 as we resume. The visiting Cardinals on top. Look to add to it here in the second. They'll dissect a man-to-man defense here from Coach Newell and the Vikings. off of a screen. Open man, Heist for three. Back heel, no good. Tipped around, ball on the deck. Liam's got it. Down low for Gabe. On the spin, floats it up. No foul. Gill check up. No foul. Going up again. Here's Gabe on a triple team and now draws a foul. A lot of work underneath. The little things, Blake, you mentioned, and right there, although the fouls weren't, they stayed with it. Stay with it. Get the basketball, try to force a foul, and they do. It's not a shooting foul, but it will be the first there against the high-motor Jason Guerra. And they'll try to get it in on the inbounds. Here's Gabe. Skips over. Liam downhill. Floats it just short. Maybe he was trying to pass it to Gabe, who thought it was a shot. Comes up short. Vikings get a steal, and it's going off for Heist. And it was out of bounds. I'm not gonna say anything regarding who touched the ball last, but I think somebody in the bench area for the Cardinals might have touched it and tried to play it off like it was still in bounds. It was a crafty move, crafty intelligence play, but nice job by the official being able to see that one out. No steal for Cole, but he does get a deflection in the stat sheet. Vikings off a screen with a lot of pace. Open man for three in the corner is good.
Perfectly executed there. Draw the defense in. You got to pick your poison. You're either going to give a triple or a layup. They choose to give up a triple, and the Vikings convert.
A lot of pressure. They're still able to get it across the Cardinals, however. Jenga wants a screen. He's going to pass it off now. Over for Ty. They're going around the horn. Heist off a screen at the top. Looks, finds a man in Liam. Liam sizing up over to the corner now. Cole back for Liam. Trying to maybe get it down inside. Now Liam will drive. Kick. Moten out to Cole. Cole thought about the three. Back for Gabe. Gabe at the free throw line. Backing. Spinning. And will draw a foul at the rack. That is what we like to see from 24. Thought about the shot. Knew his size advantage. Makes that move. And you mentioned this, Blake, especially at the beginning part of the season to me when you see 24 play. You watch his right shoulder. If he's got your right shoulder behind, it's game over for the defense. They got to play catch up.
Yep, and I like the aggressiveness. Gabe didn't hold the ball there. Took it, knew he didn't have a shot, and then attacked and gets to the line and knocks down the first.
First one good from the post 98 charity stripe. He'll look for the second here at the line. Firing on the way. It is good. So that will make it 36-27 in favor of the Cardinals. So it was a double-digit lead, now down to 8 and back up to 9 here in the first 90 seconds of the third. Skip to the corner, looks underneath. Great hustle from Gabe. Took that pass right away on the hustle. They do get a three on the top, and it's good. Vikings now heating up, and it's Shotko making that shot. Cardinals working against pressure. Trying to make a man miss. Now he does. Liam up ahead. Moten on the alley-oop. Didn't slam it, but it still counts the same. Liam assists there on a great find for Moten underneath, and he's able to finish. Trying to get it underneath, and a steal, perhaps no, out of bounds. No, it is going to go as a steal. The corner over there can't believe it. It looked close from our angle all the way across. Good hustle there from Gabe. Gets the deflection, and the officials say it goes off of Tri-County. It'll be Cardinal basketball.
No, good spell offensively, defensively there. The Cardinals textbook on breaking the press for a layup and then get back in transition and cause a turnover.
Cardinals won big in this matchup earlier on this season by over 30. They're trying to get to that margin. It's 8 right now. They're trying to really make a push in the third. Liam firing off the catch. Wide to the left, no good. It was a good look. Moten was scrapped, not going to be able to grab it. Good hustle from Plotz. He'll push to the right sideline in front of the Vikings mascot. Henry behind his back, very shifty on the handle. Now he'll fire. That one is short. Still trying to find that jump shot tonight. He's made a couple layups, but has been held in check otherwise. 3 will guard 3 as Henry sizing up against Heist. Great use of the body and flips it home. That is a great take there from Heist. He's able to score. Tri-County trying to answer, trying to save it. Right to Liam, they save it. A turnover for Tri-County. Gilchek will get it across. Cardinals will look to push. Heist behind his back, trying to cross the timeline. Looks for a wrap pass, finds Ty. He's going to set up for 3, and nothing, wide to the left. Ty just trying to find that three-point shot. 0 for 4 here tonight. Henry to the corner. Tri-County looks to answer. Stopping there at the nail. Henry, quick fire for 3. Good. It bounced all the way around the cylinder, touched every inch, and still dropped. They cut it to 7. Cardinals lead it 40-33. Blake, you're with me on this one. Take a deep breath. We'll be right back after this right here on WBRN.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. A lot more.
Like?
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Y'all are listening to Big Rapids, Cardinal basketball on WBRN.
Welcome back here to Howard City. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. 40-33 right now is the score here in Howard City. We have heard word that we are sending our condolences to the Newaygo Lions fans right now. Grant is up in the rivalry game 28-6
with
early.
a minute left in the first quarter.
Ouch. Talk about high-powered offense. Turnover here. Open pass. Gilchik just threw it over Moten. They broke the press beautifully, but the little things, Blake, we talked about it, the little things, the Cardinals are missing a couple, and that's let Tri-County hang around in this kind of game. I mean, this was a team that we beat by 30 at home. You don't want to let this team get any momentum.
No, it's just the simple things right there. Come down with the catch. You don't have to pass and catch in the same motion.
Great find underneath, but Guerra botches the layup. It was a great wrap find there from Plotz on the top, a high-low. Able to find the man underneath, not able to score. Gilchek is out on the perimeter. He's going to screen for Liam. They're going to go the opposite way. Chinga thought about the three. Now he's going to drive. Great pass for Gilchek, and will score. That's a great find there. Great patience from Gabe. Finds a high-low, and a steal the other way. Gilchek, 3-on-1. Pass fake. Oh, what a great play. An alley-oop for Lane to 24. Nice dish there from Gilchek. They try to rip it. Another turnover. Here we go. 2-on-1, maybe 3. Gabe for Liam, putting it up. And it will drop in. 6 straight, all off turnovers. Here for the Cardinals, they make it 13. Henry goes behind his back around, and he lost it. Battle towards the sideline, and it's going to go to the Cardinals. How about that? 4 straight turnovers out of the Blake. They just woke up out of that timeout. That was a great defensive series and sequence there from the Cards.
Yeah, the ball hasn't even touched the three-point line for the Tri-County Vikings. Just suffocating defensively, active hands, getting tips, getting steals. This is what you want to see.
Foul called there as the Vikings try and full court pressure. They'll book up, I believe, what will be their 3rd foul here of the quarter, and it is. We'll wait to see the number up on the big board, trying to input it now over there. A couple guys in foul trouble to this point, so we'll just take a look and see once they'll get those back up. Up ahead goes Drew Heist. Contact. Oh, he scored it. Didn't draw the foul, but it drops for 2. And just like that, it was 7. Now it's 15 and another steal. Heist for Liam. 2-on-1 and draws the foul. Liam's going to the line here for 2 upcoming, trying to make it 16 on the night. Another steal for the Cardinals. In wins this season, they've been able to turn teams over. 10 steals on average as opposed to 6. We've seen half that in the last 60 seconds.
Yeah, the press all of a sudden is just causing absolute havoc. Tri-County is sped up. You can tell how uncomfortable they are. They're fumbling the balls. They're going to pass it. The Cardinals are just eating them alive right now on all 94 feet of the court.
Gentz is coming in. Henry is very flustered. He's going to take a breather. Chance to make it 17 for the Cardinals. Liam got it. He is now at 16, 1 away from his season high. Vikings will look against pressure. Liam and Gabe on the top, trying to steal it. And do! Cole up ahead for Drew. 2-on-1. Now make it 3-on-2. Cole with the pump fake. Tries to get short corner. Great recovery defense there that time by Shotco. They still get him open. Just wedged it short. Battle for the rebound won by the Vikings. They're going to go out and run here. Trying a full court pass perhaps. Runs into trouble. Travel before the foul call. And that's great defense there from Liam. Tri-County's not going to be happy, but that's the right call because he was anticipating the contact, and Liam was just standing there waiting to set up that trap. That's great positioning there from McLaughlin.
Yeah, it's a perfect example of just playing too fast. Their default right now is I have the ball, I have to dribble it instead of just looking and assessing the situation. They're in full panic mode right now. Good timeout by Coach Newell.
Coach Newell will take a timeout. We'll take one too. Back in 60 seconds with more here on WBRN.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
The ASE Blue Seal of Excellence Award for auto repair is not easy to earn, and there's just one repair shop in the area that has received it. Quality Car and Truck Repair. Call or make your appointment online today, 220th Avenue off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Welcome back here to Viking Gymnasium. Brandon Worth, Blake Thomas with you. It was at 1-7. Defense has turned it into 17. Now the margin for the Cardinals. Just steals on full court pressure. As simple as that here in the last 2 minutes.
Well, and what they're doing, too, is anytime the Cardinals miss, they're just dropping back into their scramble press. It's very similar to a 2-2-1 with a couple of different quirks to it. And you can tell how much it's bothering the Tri-County Vikings right now.
Vikings go with a 1-3-1. They dissected the Cardinals, and it leads to a deuce for 23. Lamont Belvin underneath.
Gabe Jenga with his 5th assist of the night.
Wow. That's an impressive mark for Gabe, who had a monstrous passing night 2 games ago at home against Chip Hills, and another forced turnover. The Vikings throw it away. Now onto the floor here for Coach Newell, returning his plots after taking a breather. That will give the talented Josiah Locke a breather. Jenga had 3 assists against Chip Hills. He had, I believe, just not too long ago, a monstrous passing game 4 against White Cloud at home, especially against the zone. Down the hill, here is Gabe. He'll float it, and he will score it.
Great job by Gabe, getting in the paint, staying under control, and just floating to the bucket for an easy deuce.
Guerra back down by Gabe, firing a 3 is good. Fresh off the bench, and a score for Gents. It's a nice, confident 3 ball. Jenga works against a triple team. Up ahead. Finds a man for Cole. Cole now shields a man. Finds his brother. Great pass. Liam for 3. Short. Belvin touched it last. It will be Viking basketball. Jonathan Lazinski's trying to convince him otherwise over there. The Cardinal Crazies making the trek here, the 30-mile trip down here. Great to see the support. And, man, they're playing some great hockey right now as well for the Cardinals. How about it? A win streak, a big win against a ranked team on Wednesday? Got to give them some love.
Yeah, they get Matawan tomorrow at 1:30. One of the better teams in the state. And so is H.H. Dow. Cardinals are playing some great hockey right at the right time.
Coach Blatchell's got that team firing on all cylinders right now. Very similar to Coach Ingles' group with an 18-point lead, 60 seconds to go in the third. Short corner, nice bounce pass. Great defense from Gabe. Forces a miss. Back up. That one wide to the right. And plucked out of the air by Jenga again. Heist will put some pressure. Almost ripped. Stays with it. Good hustle on the floor. Tie-up is called. Tri-County wins the arrow battle. Heist a little slow to get up there. He was pestered heavily there by Cole Plotz. You commend the effort there, especially from the guard on the top of that zone. He knew once he'd had Cole turned around and that ball outside, he had to go or he wasn't going to get the ball.
Yep. And good defense there, showing that their press can be effective as well.
Dribbling down, swatted away. Jenga got a piece of it. Offensive rebound, and that one goes wide. Another offensive board there for Guerra. Belvin pulls down the miss. Gabe back for Belvin. Belvin now there for Heist. Jenga gets hit down to the hardwood rather. He's a little slow to get up. Now here's Drew Heist going to drive over for his brother Cole down the hill. Whoa! Crafty English with the finger roll. 15 seconds to go in the quarter. Ripped away. Moten plucked him on the back pick. Numbers for Big Rapids. They look for the corner. Drew with a shot fake. The signature floater. No. Belvin thought he had it blocked. And that's the end of 3 here in Howard City. What an effort in the second half here of this third quarter. Vikings got it to 7, and now it is 56-36 our score here in Howard City. We'll break it down and bring you the next and final 8 minutes coming up here after this break right here on WBRN.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do,
right
health
now,
and fitness,
Gabe
and more.
got
Bernie's Place, Crankers
10,
Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's
8,
Pizza, Routley Septic,
5,
Big Rapids Farm and
2,
Garden, Big B Coffee, Grand Hill Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
You're listening to WBRN 1460 AM at 96.5 FM.
Welcome back here to Howard City. Blake, you said it best just a minute ago. I mean, the scoring has been very, very diverse here for the Cardinals. Liam McLaughlin's having an outstanding game, but everybody else is nearing double figures. Sharon the Rock has been the answer off of those defensive turnovers.
Yeah, you've got every starter with at least 6 points right now. You've got Jerice Moten with 6, Liam McLaughlin 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, maybe 13 or 16. I'm a social studies teacher, so my math might not be right. But also Gabe with 10, Ty with 7, Cole with 10, Drew with 4 off the bench. And even Lamont's gotten in the score sheet as well. Spread out attack, like you said, makes us really hard to guard.
Big thanks goes out to New Horizon Landscaping as well as Post 98 American Legion Baseball. Right off the chute, a great find, and Gilchak puts it in for 2. He's now got 9 on the night.
Cole Heist's 5th assist of the night.
Floater on the way, and an answer right back. It's 5 in white, and that's Joey Shotko. He's now got 5 points, matching his jersey number. Gabe dissects through 3 defenders. Oh, look out! And almost missed the layup. Put back from Gilchak, and now another Cardinal in double figures as Ty's got 11. Vikings look to try to drive. Open man, wedgie the layup. Plotz had it. Great job there by Chinga, noticing, there's a breakdown in defense. Ty, beautiful pass, and a score for 2 is Heist. Drew Heist with 6 now, 4 behind his brother. Off a great pass from Gilchak, another assist for 43, 62-38 our score, 7 minutes to go in the ballgame. Henry, step back, long 3, that one just off the front of the iron. Gilchak grabs the deflection, gets it out ahead. Heist looking down the hill, tried to find a man and not able to do so. He was looking for Drew. Both of those guys, you know, the telepathy from those 2 players in particular is very strong, and you could tell the look in each other. They probably didn't have to say a word. They know exactly what they're going to say to each other.
Yeah, Cole expected his brother to cut there, and he just didn't. They'll figure that out.
Shot is up and good there from Henry. He's now got 11 for Tri-County. It's still a 22-point margin. Moten for Gilchak. Great pass. Drew, pump fakes. Up for Cole. Cole draws the double team. Great find, and Gilchak puts it in. Just no effort necessary. There was no Viking in the area code on that right block, and Ty could have taken 3 seconds to put it in.
Yeah, that's about as easiest finish as Ty will ever have. I don't even know if he had to jump there.
He didn't even have to, and Coach Newell did not like how that looked whatsoever. He will take a Mota timeout, and you know what? We'll take one too. We'll be back after this here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit MotaOnline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
This is Senior Jerice Moten, and you're listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on News Radio, WBRN.
Welcome back here to Howard City, home of the Tri-County Vikings. Right now, in basketball terms, it's the home of the Cardinals. 64-40, 6:14 to go. And a steal off the inbound. Gilchak! Oh, he missed the dunk. You blew it, the student section says. Here we go again. Moten off a steal. He's looking for a layup. Oh, and he missed it. No foul called, but we're going to go the other way with a foul. And Coach Ingalls is a little upset. You understand his frustration, gave up 4 easy points. The boys trying to make a highlight reel play. But right now for the Vikings, they're not able to get the ball even to the arc right now. Deflections and turnovers left and right. Out of the timeout even too.
Yeah, the Cardinals have been suffocating since that midway point in the third quarter. Have held the Tri-County Vikings to 7 points in about 7 minutes. Outstanding defensively.
Henry, a long three, comes up empty. Platts on the offensive board. He's got it. Back for Henry. Floater on the way. Bounces in. Nice relocate that time there from Henry. Great find from Platts. Cardinals break the pressure. Open man, it's Drew. Drew. Floater. Bounces no good. Liam for the putback. Yes! And there's your season high for blue number 4. And the Vikings stepped over the baseline right in front of us just when you thought it couldn't get any worse.
This feels very much like when they played Grant last Friday. A fantastic first half for the most part, crawled back in it. Really good first 4 minutes of the third quarter, and now it's just they're falling apart.
Open man. Drew is open on the block, and another assist for Gilchek. That's as easy as it gets again.
Great execution by the Cardinals there on that out-of-bounds play. Drew Heiss with probably the easiest shot he'll make all year.
Score check 68-42. Miss there from Shotko off the back heel. Gabe's out and running here, pestered by 2 defenders. Now another double team. Rat pass to the corner. Gilchek looks back to him. Now working around. Gives it off for Cole. Cole, just under 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Almost lost it, now does, but it goes into the hands of Gilchek for the moment. Gilchek relocates. Great pass. Drew for 3. That one's short iron, no good. Rebound pulled down by the Vikings. Are out and running. Here's Henry. Open. Down the hill. Lays it. No! He missed an easy one. Couldn't get any closer. 3-on-2 for the Cards. Heiss to push. Draws the contact. Scores with the right hand. Beautiful there from Cole. He's got 12. And a timeout by Coach Ingalls here. He will take one of his timeouts. We'll take one too. 70-42 our score here in Howard City. We'll be back after these words right here on WBRN.
Have you ever wondered where to have your electric vehicle serviced? Or where to have your hybrid vehicle serviced? Johnson's Automotive. You'd think those vehicles would have to go to the dealership, but they don't. We service and repair hybrids and electric vehicles, serving you with honesty and integrity, and of course, technology at Johnson's Automotive. Call us 231-796-3700.
Get to the chopper.
70-42 lead in favor of the visiting Cardinals. Timeout by Coach Ingalls, and that brings on a line change. 5 new faces on the floor here, likely for the remaining 4.5 minutes. It'll be King McKinney, Ashton Folkema, Isaac Wilhelm, Kobe Griffin, and Lamont Belvin. Your 5 on the floor for Coach Ingalls and company. Vikings will remain with some of their players here in the ballgame out of that timeout. They'll get it in bounds. Here's Griffin for McKinney on the top. Gives it over to Ashton Folkema. Cardinals with a 28-point lead. Look to hold it out. Wilhelm on the catch. Sees a double. Nice pass. Griffin, shot fake. Looks, finds a man, McKinney. McKinney driving to the nail. Kick out. Wilhelm thought about it. Down the hill. Try to lay it up. No foul call. Belvin! And he will get the harm. No hoop, though. He'll go to the line for 2. And that's Lamont Belvin doing Lamont Belvin things. Get to the board off the miss and try to get a putback and draws another foul.
He does he does a lot of the little things that nobody else wants to do. He gets offensive rebounds. He runs the floor. Great on the defensive end as well. And he's an awesome human being as well. Great kid. Does all the little things that Coach Kostecki and Coach Ingalls ask of him.
Missed free throw on the first, so he'll go to the second for the Post-98 charity stripe. Big thanks to Extremely Clean, Schuberg Insurance, Post-98 American Legion Baseball, Michael Oil and Propane, and Moda, the Macosta Osceola Transit Authority. On the way for Belvin. He's 1 for 2 from the stripe. Make it 71-42 in favor of the Cards. Final 4 minutes. To have a score update from Remus. 39-32 in favor of the Warriors over the Coyotes. Long 3, back heel, no good. Offensive board, missed it. Wilhelm pulls down the second miss. He's going to run the point guard room now. He's got it up to McKinney. Perhaps numbers for the Cardinals if they want it. Griffin thought about the shot in the corner. Back for King. He'll run it at the top. Back for Griffin. Trying to dribble. Good job there on the defense. Belvin grabs it. Over for Folkema. Folkema wants a screen from Belvin. Rolls off to the center. He's got a mismatch now. They're going to see if they can try to get it inside to Belvin. Wilhelm looks to get it to him. They do. Lamont spinning. Nice kick out. Griffin off the pump fake. Looks, finds a man. McKinney, another great shot fake. Will the Cardinals shoot it? They do. That one a miss. Belvin tips for it, going to grab it, throws it up in the air, caught by Wilhelm. Another great hustle play. Here's Griffin in front of the Cardinal bench. Off the screen, back for Wilhelm. Step back three. Oh, goodness. Step back, and as good as it gets from the big man. Gets a deflection the other way on the hustle, and it'll be Viking basketball underneath. Great shot from Wilhelm, and he's been practicing that shot. No hesitation, and fires it and scores it. Unfortunately, he will go to the bench area. Lamont will as well. It is Xavier Mishler and Owen Craven likely in for the last 3 minutes. That's a good way to go off in style with a splash three-pointer in front of your own bench in your student section.
Yeah, and that's something that Isaac is able to do. He's always been able to shoot the rock. I like to see him there, shoot it with confidence and knock down that jumper.
No-look pass. Driving on the short corner. Hand off. Hallman spins his foul. McKinney is saying, wait, me? No, it was not on him. It's going to be on Mishler, who was reaching in to try to grab it before he went up. So the first on Xavier, 74-42. Our game stick around BRPS player of the game. This might be the toughest one Blake's had yet. A lot of diverse scoring, assists. It's been a team effort tonight for sure to get to this 32-point margin. We'll just have to wait and see what he has in mind. First one is good from Hallman. He'll get a second one upcoming with 2:53 to go in the ball game. Hallman, in and out, no good. Great rebound from McKinney. Just plucked that one at the apex, just like you're taught in practice. Folkema over to Mishler. Mishler sizing up, driving, spinning, looks, finds Folkema. Folkema for three. Short, no good. Into the hands of Mishler. Over for Griffin. Griffin back to Mish. Mish for three. Oh, goodness. Beauty from 33 in blue. Makes it 77 Big Rapids, and a miss the other way, out of bounds. It'll be Tri-County basketball. Mishler is now in the book. That now leaves 3 players without scoring. Ashton Folkema, King McKinney, and Kobe Griffin. The only 3 not in the book tonight so far for the Cardinals. Mishler with 3, as well as Craven's got a free throw earlier in the ball game. Step through, contested shot. That's a tough look. Got it off the rim. Put back, no good. Just missing it. And another offensive rebound and draws a foul. McKinney will pick up his first. Great hustle underneath that time. Garrett Fansler, the junior, grabs the first miss, and the second miss. Great hustle there from Alec Pulaski, and he will now have his chance at the line. 2:07 to go, 77-43 in favor of Big Rapids. So he'll go to the Post 98 charity stripe, first on the way. Goes wide to the right. The area's best players play for Post 98. Check the schedule, 98baseball.com. Big thanks also goes out to Moda, our timeout sponsor. Trips from anywhere in Mecosta and Osceola counties for as little as $1. Moda gets you where you need to go in Misiola. Find out more at modaonline.net. Miss there for the Vikings. It'll keep it at 34 right now, ahead of the margin, believe it or not, than where we were at home, despite it being at 7 early in the third quarter. Griffin for Craven at the top of the right wing. Gives it off for Folkema. Folkema sizing up. Uses the speed. No foul called. Looked like some contact. They're going the other way. Tri-County looks to score, and they do. Great hustle up ahead for 4 in white, and it leads to a score in Ryder. And we got a player down on the far end of the floor. That's not a good sign for Tri-County at this point in the ball game. Trying to pick up a number. It might be Pulaski over there towards the baseline. He's going to be tended to. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this here on WBR.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
You're listening to News Radio WBRN, 1460 AM, 107.7 FM, and 96.5 FM. A part of the Big Rapids Media Network, and your home for Big Rapids Cardinal basketball.
96 seconds left here in Howard City, 77-45 our score here. And for Newaygo fans, it hasn't gotten any better. 56-17 at the half in the rivalry of M37. Grant, is good at basketball. That's what we've learned tonight, and we've learned that all year, frankly. 90 seconds here. Volkema running the offense for Craven. Craven will set up here on the left side of the stage. What a move! Trying to dish it. It goes off of the Vikings, it looks like. No, they're saying it's off the Cardinals. Trying to find McKinney. That was a great crossover from Craven, almost a highlight reel. Went off a couple men, and it goes off of the Cardinals. Leads to Viking basketball. They're rotated up top. Man-to-man look here for Coach Ingles' defense. Sizing up, looking over to the corner. Dribble there for Holman. Holman, the big man on the perimeter, trying to make something happen. Gets it off to Ryder. Ryder will size up against Craven. Gets a screen. Looks for the roll. Good defense there by Craven. Towards the corner. Off a man, and it's out of bounds. Cardinal basketball, first turnover. Really just off the hustle there from Owen Craven. Doing a great job staying with his man and just pestered him to a bad pass, and it goes out of bounds.
Yep, yeah, a great job there by the Cardinals. Again, even though they've subbed in 5 new guys, keeping that defense alive. And you'd like to see them competing all the way to the final buzzer.
Running the offense, Griffin. Oh, a step back. That one goes short. Wanted the highlight reel, comes up empty. Now the Vikings will run here with 30 seconds. Tries a layup. Volkema fouled him, scored in the bucket. You commend him for going up for the block, but Volkema against the powering frame of Jarvis Ryder comes up a little short that time. He'll pick up the foul, and the Vikings have a chance here for a 3-point play.
Yeah, good take by number 4 there. The hoop and the harm. Ashton coming in a little aggressive, trying to block a shot there. Good finish. To cut the lead to 30.
He'll go to the line for the N1 conversion and will score it. 35 seconds to go. Craven will hustle it up the floor here, trying to see if he might be able to score. They get it to Mish. Mish, step back. Oh, it's a long one. That one goes wide. Griffin looking, finds King. He could practically hand it to him, but not able to pass it to him. Throws up ahead, and a turnover for Tri-County. So sloppy play both ways. Both coaches saying, you know what, these 20 seconds can start if they want. Get to the locker room and end this one. Cardinals with a dominant win here in Howard City, trying to complete the season sweep. Mishler not going to shoot it. Griffin thought about it. With 10 seconds, he's going to think otherwise, and he will dribble this one out. This is a final from Tri-County, 77-48. Big Rapids with another great victory here tonight, as it looks like the clock has not hit zeros. Wait for it. And there it is. Clock stopped a little too immaturely, but this one's final. 77-48. Big win for Big Rapids. They make it now on the season 11-4, but 6-1 in CSAA play. That's just a really good effort. It wasn't pretty for parts in the middle of the sandwich, but they started and finished as good as you could have asked for tonight.
Yeah, just a weird spell there in the middle. 8 minutes of the last 4 of the second quarter, the first 4 of the third, and then all of a sudden it's like the light switch flip back on. The Cardinals take care of business, leading into a big one against a powerhouse in the Whitehall Vikings, who are dismantling Ludington right now on their own home floor.
Whew, that's going to be a whale of a matchup on Tuesday. We'll talk about that. We'll break this one down and send you on your way. Big Rapids Cardinal basketball post-game show and player of the game coming up after this here on WBRN.
Rides to the doctor, rides to treatments, rides to PT. Mota offers rides to wellness. If you're in need of reliable transportation for your medical appointment, contact Mota as far as 6 months in advance. Mota proudly serves Mecosta and Osceola counties with travel limits as far as 100 miles outside the county area, as well as the greater Ann Arbor area. Rides to wellness pickups are available 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday. Visit motaonline.com or call 231-796-4896. That's 231-796-4896.
My name is Dr. Jessica Reed. I'm an internal medicine physician here at Michigan Primary Care Partners. I chose internal medicine because I like to keep track of the patients. So as a specialist, I would only be able to control one aspect of their condition. But as a primary care physician, I can see the whole spectrum of the patient and follow them throughout their life, as well as make an actual impact on their life and lifestyle. Michigan Primary Care Partners is accepting new patients as well as same-day and next-day appointments. For more information, visit MichiganPrimaryCarePartners.com.
You know those guys who clean up decks, docks, siding, and gunners?
You mean extremely clean?
Well, they do more. a lot more.
Like,
Extremely Clean cleans everything and anything, not just outside, but indoors too. They can professionally repair any surface and paint it, whether it's walls, ceilings, cabinets, and woodwork. Licensed and insured, over 17 years in business. Extremely Clean does it all, inside and out. And when they're done, it's on Facebook and extremelycleanmi.com. Call today.
Not everyone learns best in a traditional classroom. For 11 years, Big Rapids Virtual School has been the area's leading provider of online education. We offer flexible, personalized instruction for all students, from kindergarten through graduation. Students have access to instruction 24/7, as well as instructional support, in-home or in person, from our experienced staff. If you are a public school student or a homeschool family that is interested in our curriculum, resources, and supports, find us online for more information. brps.org. BRVS, anytime, any place, any way, any pace.
Big Rapids Cardinal fans, Auto Owners Insurance and Schuberg Insurance Agency is a winning combination. We'll work with you to ensure your home, auto, business, and life to keep everything you value safe, sound, and secure. Auto Owners Insurance, the no-problem people. Visit us at SchubergAgency.com. And don't forget to like us on Facebook. Schuberg Insurance Agency, community-driven, policyholder-focused, education-based. Let's go Cards.
Save 30, 40, 50, even up to 80% off local restaurants, auto repair, services, things to do, health and fitness, and more. Bernie's Place, Cranker's Brewery, Monkey Shine Kennels, Hungry Howie's Pizza, Routley's Septic, Big Rapids Farm and Garden, Big B Coffee, Cardinal Ranch, BR Fitness Plus, Bell's Coffee, and so much more. BigDealsBR.com is your first stop when shopping locally. Sign up for weekly Big Deal sales so you never miss a deal. BigDealsBR.com, where you shop for local savings.
Welcome to Yellow Window in Big Rapids, where local flavor meets comfort. Located just across the Maple Street Bridge, we serve your favorites all day, including breakfast. There's always something new on the menu with our daily specials. Need help for your next event? Our banquet room, catering service, and food trailer can help with all your event needs. Open Tuesday through Sunday, with extended dinner hours on Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. Yellow Window, where every bite feels like home.
Same make, same model, same diagnostic issues.
Why does my car always tell me there's something wrong? Even after I installed my extra D800 neural net processor, it still says my alternator is overheating.
But sometimes things aren't always what they seem.
Johnson's Automotive fixes electrical issues on any make and model.
With the help of Johnson's Automotive Napa-certified techs, the T800 is back on track to complete his mission.
This time, I'm back for good.
Johnson's Automotive. Schedule service online at johnsonsautoBR.com.
When quality counts, you can count on us.
At Quality Car and Truck Repair, your safety on the road is the priority. The maintenance and repairs we do are all to that goal. But other drivers are not always careful. So just a reminder, be safe and watch out for the other guy. 220th Avenue, off Perry, just west of 131, Big Rapids.
Welcome in here to our Cardinal postgame show. It's a big-time win for the Cardinals on the road tonight. Final score here from Howard City, 77-48. Dominant win here, Blake. We will waste no time. Let's get to our BRPS Player of the Game. Award-winning elementary schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, extensive educational extracurricular opportunities at BRHS. BRPS is the school of choice in the area. Visit brps.org. Tough decision tonight. A lot of guys played well, but who's going to get your honor tonight?
You look at Cole Heiss at 14 and 6. Gabe Jenga with 10, 11, 5, 2 and 2. But I'm going to go with Liam McLaughlin tonight. Coach Kostecki nailed it on the head. He's going to have a breakout game, and he did. Mainly because, in the first period there, the first quarter, he's the guy that got the Cardinals out into that comfortable lead, leading all scores with 12 at the break. And he did a bunch of those little things, finishing at the rack, let the game come to him, knocked down 2 triples, which is awesome to see. 4 for 5 from the free throw line. So some of those free throw struggles going away as well. Awesome kid. Great to see him break out of a little bit of a slump, get those 18 points. It played a huge role in tonight's win.
18 goes for a season high for Liam, and just an exceptional performance across the board. Starting 5 played great. The reserves played great. It was really a team win tonight First quarter was great. Second quarter especially was a little bit down. Third quarter, the start wasn't as good, but they finished that second half in the third quarter. After that timeout in the third quarter, when they got out to that massive defensive run, 6 straight forced turnovers leading to scores, I mean, that's when the game was decided. That was when it was said and done, and the reserves take it the rest of the way. So you keep everybody healthy in for what's going to be a massive, massive bout. We got Tuesday at home. We'll have the coverage for you starting at 6:30. We're welcoming one of the best teams in the state of Michigan, arguably regardless of division, in the Whitehall Vikings, and all of our football fans. They've had that one circled, ending the Cardinal season on the gridiron, but they're playing some of their best basketball right now. They're dominating against Ludington. So we're going to see their best. We're going to see some great athletes, and we're going to see a great game coming up on Tuesday. So good to see the momentum for the Cardinals pushing into the weekend for that Tuesday game next week.
Yeah, you finished the game the way you did, building that momentum, and you have a whale of a game coming up. Whitehall, like you said, one of the top teams in the state, regardless of division, top 10 in Division II. Just looking at the kids that they have on the floor, their weight training program is unbelievable because they have kids who look like they are college athletes right now. The Cam Thompson young man who's committed to play basketball and football at Western, the quarterback for the Whitehall Vikings. One of the best athletes in the entire state of Michigan, and the surrounding cast that he has around him isn't half bad either. It's going to be a great test to see where the Cardinals are. It's going to be a rockin' one in Cardinal Arena on a Tuesday night. No girls game either, so that's going to bring more fans. Come on out, bring your headphones, tune in to WBRN and watch the game while listening to Brandon and I analyze it as well.
You heard it here first, folks. Do what Blake asked. It's a kind request. Bring your headphones, bring your AirPods, and listen to us in the stands and pack Cardinal Arena, pack the nest Tuesday, and just another small game as well on next Friday, right? The team from Up 31 that shall not be named in the Big Rapids community will be in town. The Coyotes and Cards will duke it out for the second time this year. So a massive week for the Cardinals, and good to see them getting a front step forward into that week with a dominant win tonight. Some scores around the league before we send it onward. Central Macomb, look out. Lakeview is up 31-26 in Lakeview. I'll tell you what, the Wildcats at home sometimes just wreak havoc, and one of the nights, sometimes it's their night. Right now it looks like it is so. 6 minutes to go. We'll see if they have the
huge
upset.
Implications there.
Chip Hills from Remus against Reed City. Last I checked just about a minute ago, Chip Hills leading by 6. We'll see if they can hold it off and make it a season sweep against Reed City. We'll see how that one turns out in Remus. Grant seems to be on their way to a victory and a series sweep against Newaygo, as they were up by almost 50 at one point. Their offense is the real deal.
Yes.
And Whitehall dominating as well. No score reported as of yet that we've been able to see from Moe Stanwood. We'll be checking that one here momentarily. But last words here, Blake. Dominant win tonight. What do the Cardinals need to take with them into next week in order to be successful?
That defensive pressure and just everybody being connected defensively. They turned over Tri-County so many times in that small amount of time. I couldn't even keep track of it in the stats. So the turnovers in the stats are not correct because there were many more than I documented. So if you can do that, and you've got to find a way to just limit a few things that Whitehall does well. They're one of the best teams in the state, so you're not going to be able to take away everything. But if you can take away a couple of things that they do well and make them struggle through that, you're going to give yourself a chance to win on Tuesday night.
Absolutely. And we do have a score to report from Morley, 75-61. Your final score. It is the Mohawks over the Indians. Look out. Big Rapids might be playing Morley here in the next couple weeks if we can get that game rescheduled, and we know we're going to see a better team than we would have if the game was actually played instead of the snow day. So we'll be on the lookout for that call as well. For myself, Blake Thomas, big thanks goes out especially to the main man that made this broadcast possible tonight. That is Aaron DeBoer. Big thanks to Aaron. You can catch him on Y102 each and every weekday morning from 6 to 10, as well as Mornings with Etch on Big Country 100.9. Shout out to those guys. Big thanks to JT Scarpelli. Big thanks to Dawn Thompson, Athletic Director, as well as Superintendent Tim Heiss, Principal Ron Pinkham, and especially to Coach Ingles, the coaching staff, and all the players. And as you can hear in front of us, the vibes are high for this Cardinal team as they head out to the buses. A dominant win here tonight. And so that will make it now 11 on the season, 11-4, headed into Tuesday's game against Whitehall. That'll be a 6:30 pregame start time and 7 o'clock tip-off. Big Rapids Public Schools, Big Rapids Virtual School, Johnson's Automotive Repair, Michigan Primary Care Partners of Big Rapids, Canadian Lakes Motor, the Conceptual Transit Authority, the Schuberg Insurance Agency, Extremely Clean Power Washing and Painting, Quality Car and Truck Repair, New Horizon Landscaping, Michael Oil and Propane, Big Country Big Deals, as well as Cook's Tree Service, Post 98 American Legion Baseball, Dazos Digital, and BigRapidsDailyNews.com, all of our great supporters of Big Rapids Cardinal basketball. This Big Rapids Media Network broadcast and live stream is in partnership with Big Rapids Public Schools. Big Rapids Media Network is Big Country 100.9, Y102, 102.3 WYBR, WBRN 1460 AM and 107.7 and 96.5 FM, Rewind 99.1, BigRapidsDailyNews.com, and Dazos Digital. Family-owned for 25 years, the Big Rapids Media Network is proud to partner with Big Rapids Public Schools and their athletic programs and will continue to do so for years to come. For Blake Thomas and Brandon Worth signing off, it is a victorious night for the Cardinals, 77-48 victory over the Vikings. We will see you on Tuesday night as the Cardinals will take on the other Vikings, the Whitehall Vikings. Be there, be square, tune in at 6:30. Until then, this has been a presentation of Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball. Only one place, News Radio WBRN.
You've been listening to Big Rapids Cardinal Basketball on WBRN 1460 AM and 96.5 FM. We now return to regular programming.